Hey guys, it's Marco with Marco's Home Garage. Today we're starting a headlight upgrade on my 1997 RAV4.
We're going to be upgrading from the old style 1997 headlights to the new style 1999.
Now, something a lot of people might not realize is that the 1996 and 1997 headlights are different from the 1998 to 2000 headlights. The 1996 and 1997 headlights have a dual filament bulb, which means it's one bulb that does both low beam and high beam. The problem with that is you can only use one beam at a time, or else your bulb could burn up. So you get less total light from these bulbs or these headlights as you do from the 1998 to 2000 headlights. The 1996, 1997 headlights also have these vertical lines, which I don't really like. I prefer the look of the newer headlights, which are clear and give a really modernized look to the vehicle. Even if the headlights look similar from the outside, they're completely different. The wiring is also different on these as well. It's not exactly plug and play, so I will have to do some soldering. This is the headlight for a 1999 RAV4. Notice how it's got a cleaner look. There's no vertical lines, it's just straight glass, and there's two bulbs, one for the low beam and one for the high beam. It's a single filament dual bulb system, which means you can have both the low beam and high beam on at the same time, giving you more total light, especially if you upgrade to LEDs. This is the look I'm going for, so let's start with the installation process.
Let's take a look at the 1997 headlights.
Here's the low beam and the high beam. Notice how one bulb switches between the two. To adjust the height of the headlights, use an 8mm wrench on this bolt here.
Using that 8mm bolt, let's adjust the headlights so that they're level with each other. On camera, these 1997 halogen headlights actually look pretty bright, but once you get on the road, it's a completely different story. The light output is weak, the visibility is poor, and dark roads become hard to see.
Let's talk about some of the similarities and differences of the 1997 headlight to the 1999 headlight. Both have an 8mm bolt that can be adjusted for height. Both have a side adjustment in case, for whatever reason, your subframe gets bent, you can still have your headlights be straight. The actual sockets where the headlights go are vastly different. And one thing I really don't like about these 97 headlights is how difficult it is to get them in and out while the headlights are on the car. So here you have a plastic cover, you have a weather stripping, and then you have this plastic clip which requires you to bend and then lets the headlight release. Now that's nice, I guess, for security and make sure that the bulb is straight, but it just makes it really hard, especially with the tight spaces in this car, to get to the headlight if you wanted to switch them out while they were still in the car. Now let's look at the 99 headlights and how nice this is. This is your HB4 and your HB3 headlight, and all you have to do is turn maybe 45-degree angle, wiggle a little bit, and your bulb comes right out. That's much simpler. The weather stripping is already built in, so that's really nice and convenient. Here's the HB3 bulb. The bulbs look very similar. The holes are a little different though. One's bigger than the other one. I was contacted by FRANXI on TikTok with some free bulbs in exchange for a video for my 99 headlights. I opened these up earlier. They seem to be very solid. Here are the bulbs. They have a built-in fan to keep things cool. They're also labeled. These are the HB4s. So let's see how they fit. Here's a comparison to the halogen bulbs. Very similar. The fit is very good. Very little wiggle. And again, look at how nice and easy that is to install.
Big thank you to LabCoat Paul, who allowed me to use these wiring diagrams from his video when he performed this upgrade. Before we can swap the newer headlights into the 1997 RAV4, we need to understand the wiring differences between the 1997 and the 1999 systems. The 1997 RAV4 uses a 2-bulb headlight setup, while the 1999 uses a 4-bulb setup with separate high and low beam housings. Because of that, the wiring and connector layout are completely different. The 97 also handles the high beam indicator and grounding differently, so this isn't a simple plug-and-play swap. Before connecting anything, we need to identify the correct high beam, low beam power, and ground wires.
My old bulb has a screw in it. That's nice.
The first thing we'll do is disconnect the negative battery terminal. Now it's time for the scary part. I'm cutting off the original 1997 headlight connector so I can solder the wiring to the 1999 high and low beam connectors. Since the 99 low beam connector needs its own chassis ground, the first thing I did was sand down the grounding point to bare metal for a solid connection. A bad ground can cause dim lights, flickering, or the headlights not to work at all. This step is really important. Next, I soldered the red and orange wire from the 1999 high beam connector to the RAV4's factory red and orange wire. This is the wire that sends power to the high beams whenever they're switched on from inside the vehicle. After soldering the connection, I covered everything with heat shrink to protect the wires and keep moisture out, and I used a lighter to shrink it down around the solder joint for a clean and secure connection. Next, I connected the red and black wires from both the high beam and low beam connectors to the RAV4's factory red and black wire. This is the main 12-volt power wire that supplies power to the headlights, so both connectors need to tap into that for the new setup to work properly. My camera stopped recording here, but I did wrap the new solder connection with heat shrink. The remaining red and green wire is the old low beam ground, high beam indicator circuit wire. We're going to cap this off because at this time we don't need this wire yet. Alright, now that just about everything's wired up, it's time to test the new headlights to make sure everything worked correctly. First the low beams, and now the high beams. And just like that, the 1999 headlight conversion is officially working on the 1997 RAV4. I like to have a clean working area before I get started. Now that the wiring's done, let's recap our work. First, I grounded the low beam connector by sanding down the chassis mounting point to create a clean metal-to-metal ground connection. The brown connector is the low beam connector, and the white and black wire is the ground wire for the low beam circuit. Next, I connected the red and black wires from both the brown low beam connector and the black high beam connector into the factory red and black wire from the 97 harness. This is the main 12-volt power feed for the headlights. Then I connected the red and yellow wire from the black high beam connector to the factory red and yellow wire from the original harness. This wire controls the high beam circuit through the factory switch. And once again, we capped off the red and green wire, which is the low beam ground high beam indicator, because we don't need this. I covered all exposed wiring with heat shrink and then wrapped it all with electrical tape to protect it. Here are the 1999 RAV4 halogen low beams against the garage door. Not bad. Now let's switch to the high beams. Big difference in brightness and beam coverage. This is why the 1999 4 headlight setup is such a huge upgrade over the 97 headlights. Alright, this is my first drive with the 99 RAV4 headlights using standard halogen bulbs. Right away, I noticed the beam pattern has these small triangle-shaped hotspots near the front corners of the car. The light output is definitely cleaner than the original 97 setup, but the beam pattern still isn't as wide as I'd like it to be. Distance-wise, the headlights only seem to project about 200 feet down the road, so visibility is improved, but there's definitely still room for a better upgrade later on. Here are the 99 halogen high beams. The beam pattern itself stays pretty similar, but there's a lot more total light output because the 99 setup uses 4 bulbs instead of just 2 like the original 97 headlights. This is my first drive with the FRANXI LEDs installed in the 99 headlights. First thing I notice is those triangle hotspots mostly disappear and the beam pattern becomes much wider across the road. The light also projects much farther down the street, making nighttime driving feel way more confident and modern compared to the halogen setup. Now with the FRANXI LED high beams installed, the beam pattern stays similar, but the brightness and overall coverage are on another level. All 4 LED bulbs working together, the road lights up much farther ahead and visibly improves dramatically. Here's a quick glimpse of the 99 halogens and LEDs together. Successful install and we're done, right? Well, not yet. After installing the 99 style 4 headlight setup and LED bulbs into the 97 RAV4, the factory blue high beam indicator on the dashboard stopped working. That's because the original 97 system powered the indicator through the low beam filament itself, but the newer setup removes that original electrical load through that red and green wire I showed you earlier. To restore the factory indicator light, we're installing a load resistor between the red-green wire and the red-black wire to recreate the missing low beam filament circuit. This is the resistor I ordered off of Amazon. It's a 75 ohm, 5% power wire ground ceramic. And essentially what a resistor is, it's basically an electrical restriction that limits the flow of current through a circuit. So by installing a load resistor between the red-green wire and the red-black wire, and in this case, the red-blue wire, which is the same thing as the red-black, which is on the passenger side, we're recreating the electrical behavior of the original low beam filament so the factory indicator can work again. So essentially what that means is we're tricking the car into thinking that the original 97 high beams are on so that the blue dash indicator shows up when I turn the high beams on. Since I didn't have much wire to work with between the resistor and the red-green and red-blue wires, I applied a little flux first to help the solder melt and bond properly. Flux is a chemical paste that cleans the metal and improves solder flow, helping create a stronger and more reliable electrical connection. Once the flux was applied, the solder flowed much more smoothly into the joint, creating a more secure connection. All right, I can't say this is the prettiest job, but our resistor is hooked up. I got it, our heat shrunk on the one side and I wrapped it up the best I could. I heat shrunk it in there and I wrapped it up with as much electric tape as I could. Again, probably not my best work, but it's functional and it works. So it's protected from moisture and dirt. That's really all I care about. No one's gonna see that, except for you guys. But hey, it works and that's all I wanted. So now when we turn on our high beams, we can see the blue indicator light up. Another project done at Marco's Home Garage. I mean, look at these 99 headlights. I think they look fantastic. This was a fun, demanding project. Certainly took a lot of knowledge and research. Want to give a big shout out to Lab Coat Paul. He helped me with the final step here. Get that high beam indicator in the dash to light up again. So thank you so much for that. Guys, if you like this video, if it helps somebody, leave me a like, subscribe, comment. Let me know if you've ever done something like this in your RAV4 or any car that needs an upgrade. I'll talk to you on the next one. Thanks.